Hey, fellow film fans, Teen here, and I saw Babylon, and this is something. I heard all the stuff. Oh, there's orgy here, orgy there, and I watched it. There's parties with naked people running around. I've been watching, like seriously watching movies for about 30 years now, and that means I will watch everything. I tend to see about 100 films a year, if not more. I think I topped out one year at 260. The thing is, I've seen this, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. It's Godzilla. So it does start off with an elephant, and we see this elephant being carted up a hill. The elephant will come into play, but for only one scene. It's not like the elephant's a main character, yet they tend to treat it like that for just a little bit. And then we start a party. And of course, this is where the debauchery comes in, the drugs, the sex. The Asian girl gets up and sings about what she does to her girlfriend's pussy. That's the song. I kid you not. It basically is, I guess, showing you the hedonism in Hollywood in the 1920s, 1930s, before sound. This actually is a movie about going from the silent era to the sound era of movies. This is actually, I kid you not, Singing in the Rain, but with more drugs and boobs. Look, I just got on to people about, oh, I can't believe you draw the line at Fern Gully, like Avatar's the one that pissed you off, even though they always take movies and rewrite them, redo them sometimes. Like you could see the Magnificent Seven all over the place. You could see Emma all over the place. But I actually got kind of mad at this one. I really did. I was like, holy shit, they took freaking Singing in the Rain. Somebody thought, you know what Singing in the Rain needs? Debauchery. It was so weird to me to see this. But then, of course, I remember my argument. Look, it happens. So it's not really what it's about. It's how it's about it. And how is this about it? It takes 30 minutes to get this movie started. And after that 30 minutes, I thought the film was okay. The first 30 minutes is really that party scene. They show a little bit about an elephant being dragged up a hill, but it's being taken to this party. And that's 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And then the next is just flat out, let's party, let's show the hedonism, let's show the debauchery, boom. 30 minutes, we get the title card, Babylon. And it's after a young girl who was peeing on a fat guy ended up overdosing on drugs, and she can't go to the movie set. So now what's her name? Harley Quinn. She's in. So she's going to be a Hollywood superstar, right? Or at least she's going to be in movies. And of course she goes to work, and she's actually pretty good, people find out. Yeah, once it started, it actually was pretty cool because you got to see not just, oh yeah, Hollywood stars do drugs. We know that. We know the ones that died of alcohol and drug use and so forth and so on. After it gets past that and the narrative starts kicking in, it's actually pretty good. It's in some places very good, but it never loses the edge. There's always something there that's just a little bit off or a little bit weird or something like that. And that just keeps up all throughout the film. And you get to see these different characters move through this and how they act and react. Not at the beginning, it shows you the craziness of how silent films are created. And what's weird is like the movie studio, like right now, I used to work at Universal. We actually have these gigantic studios that anybody could rent and make a movie. You could build a city street in these studios. A lot of them serve as haunted houses during Halloween. But you can build a city in these studios that are that big. But on the lot of these silent films, they're just a whole bunch of like this. They're this, or just little sets, they're not a green screen because they didn't have that technology. What I'm trying to say is sometimes the sets are as big as this, and it might have a painting of a field or something like that on it to do the silent film. And it was really kind of neat to watch them portray that kind of craziness because, you have on like my set right here, but past the camera, past my eye line, there's other people making a movie, and there's somebody making a movie maybe 10 or 12 feet away from me. And it's just over and over the craziness of movies. At some point, people die. One point while they're filming, God dang it, Margot Robbie, thank you. At one point when they're filming her movie, a set catches on fire and someone dies. And there's quite a few instances of this. There's a scene in Singing in the Rain where they're making a movie, and of course it's sound, so it's new, and they're having trouble. But in this one, like in the other one, the director gets frustrated, nobody else does, and they play it up for comedy. In this one, everybody's getting pissed, and the sound guy dies because he's in a hot box. He just overheats and dies. It just shows you kind of the movie business before we had all these rules to protect actors, to protect the people making the movie and so forth. And yeah, that part's kind of cool. I like that part. I don't need to see the drugs and the boobs and all that kind of stuff. It's there. We get it. We know how actors work. There are some scenes though that even I wouldn't take away. There's a scene with Tobey Maguire. Holy crap, he's a creepy man in this movie. And they go underground to find entertainment. And he's talking about how clean Hollywood has gotten at that point. And this is past the silent era, and they're into this starting to do the sound era. And he is creepy, and where he takes this Spanish guy who wants to be a producer, where he takes him is far beyond. I don't know. Overall, it's a good movie. I'm not going to take anything away just because it has some bad things in it. Brad Pitt is on freaking point. Margot Robbie's pretty good, but she's kind of one note in my opinion. She's always on. She's always the party girl. There's no real depth to her character. I see a little bit more in Brad Pitt. He's the actor who can't adjust. So that's the characters they play. I think I think Brad Pitt nails it. I think just Margot Robbie was not given enough to deal with because she is one note all throughout the movie. I think otherwise though, Jean Triplethorn, the one that was in Modern Women or whatever that TV show was called. She's in this and she plays a gossip columnist. And she does very well. There's just so many good performances in this. Cinematography is off the charts. It's a beautiful looking movie. This is all at once. This is a movie that loves Hollywood. So we get one of those again. It's a movie about movies. There's been a couple of them. Steven Spielberg put out Fabelmans. I liked that movie better than I like this one. This one is not just a love letter to Hollywood, it's also calling it out for its artifice, for its fakery. We parade these actors and actresses and in front of everybody as if they're higher, and it's just not true. It kind of pokes holes into the arrogance of Hollywood. Overall, would I recommend it? Only for families. Yeah, bring your kids to. No, yeah, I would, but here's the thing. I think it'd be best to see this on the big screen. This is the second movie I've done this. Almost, yeah, it's the second movie in a row. Avatar, you're doing yourself a disservice to see that on just, or to wait for that on TV. This one's the same. I think this one does better on the big screen. So I would recommend it there. Maybe a little bit less I would recommend it at home. But overall, I guess I would recommend it. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you haven't done it already. And don't forget to go on over to Ko-Fi. Drop $1 in the till. This is the way we're trying to make a living. This is the way I try to keep the lights on. Thank everybody who's already done that. To everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching. Have a good night. Oh, and the fellow film fans. I forgot what channel I was on.